Hi guys, I'm General Chaos and it is only 30 more days before this shit year is over with. Who fucking rah. So, this video is a bit of a special one. I basically spent 2 nights, it was a picture that I drew in 2 goes and then finally got to colour it in. It's basically my new profile picture, not just for YouTube, but if I can get my words out, BitChute, DeviantArt on Twitter. And yeah, I'm really happy with how this came out. Just watching it back now, I just think it looks really, really cool what I've done. But yeah. So why don't I delve into some history behind the profile picture? Why Waluigi? My first profile picture, the one where he has the sword and shield. I seem to be struggling to get my words out today, but whatever. Basically, I started playing Team Fortress 2 back in 2010, and I really got into it. Or was it 2011? I'm honestly not all that sure. But yeah, I really got into it. I think it was around 2012 when I discovered the Versus Saxton Hale servers. And I was really blown away. It sucks that they weren't official. It wasn't like an official game mode that Valve had created, but it was. I wished it had been, because it's a really unique concept, even by today's standards with first-person shooters, I think, anyway. And I went to bed one night thinking about having my own server, and I came up with all these really weird ideas for bosses. And I even wanted the map to be Spike's Arena from Spyro Year of the Dragon. And I'd come up with all these different concepts for bosses, Waluigi is a Demo Knight, which that profile picture that I had of Waluigi for the longest amount of time is literally called Waluigi as a Demo Knight. I don't know why I said literally like that. Whatever, anyway. So yeah, that was one of the concepts for a boss. And then there was another one where it was Spike, again from Spyro 3. And another one was a dual boss thing, if you want to call it that. It was kind of like Seaman and Soldier, I think that's what they're called, but where it was basically like Spyro and Agent 9. I think there's a boss that's similar to that has that same mechanic where it's you're fighting 2 bosses at the same time, but their health is divided between them. Because I think there's Daft Punk. So yeah, it was Spyro and Agent 9, a duo battlers, whatever. Anyway, duo bosses. And then I came up with some really weird ones. There was this one guy called Scout Row. It was basically the Scout, except he had a flamethrower. So it was a very faster version of the Pyro. And that was a really weird one. Why is Kindmaster lagging? See, that's the thing when I start recording my voice. The video will probably look normal as you're watching it right now, but Kindmaster's lagging like crazy as I'm talking. It's really distracting, but anyway. It's doing it again now, but anyway. Not really a great deal left to say. I'm not really that much of a fan of Team Fortress 2 nowadays. To be honest with you, a lot of what's going on kind of killed it for me. there seems to be more focus on like cosmetics, and the hats were never a problem. It's just there were these like specific sets that you could get where if you had like 3 specific items in like a character's loadout, then you'd get like a very special ability added onto that class. Like there was one for the soldier where it was his general's helmet and the Battalon's backpack, and I think that whip was one of them as well. And it basically gave you 20% sentry gun resistance. So that was pretty cool. And it's very rare that Valve will like release new guns to the game, and when they do, they're like reskins of like already established weapons, which has always been really disheartening. And the thing is, I know I'm not the only person that thinks this way, because, you know, you've got Gino Whirl, who, you know, made that series New Weapons Soldier. And that series is really hilarious, by the way. You should definitely check it out. And, you know, it's disheartening, because look at all the attention to detail that the Weapons Workshop community put into the weapons that they create. And I don't know, it just sucks that Valve consistently overlook the Weapons Workshop. Like, it really is like disheartening. And that was why after a while I came away from Team Fortress 2. And over time I became more and more of a Borderlands fan, and even to an extent a Fallout fan. And, you know, it's just, those games seem to offer more than Team Fortress 2 was, you know. Okay, so the video isn't actually lagging. I just really slowed this bit down so that I could have like the usual outro. So yeah, basically this pretty much sums up my video. I'm really happy with how this picture turned out. I hope you guys liked it too. I hope you guys had as much fun watching this video as I did drawing the picture. And yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. I'm General Chaos, and I'll see you all later.